Good thing you mentioned Derek White. Basically, from what I'm understanding right now, Derek White is basically a filler who could come in. Maybe he doesn't get any shots, or maybe some games he doesn't get subbed in, but at least he doesn't have a brand that's gonna take a hit. They're afraid that if they get Jaylen Brown and he doesn't get subbed in and he sits on
Yeah.
the end of the bench, they're gonna say, "Look, it's the Finals MVP sitting on the bench and not getting no burn."
Well, let me ask you this.
There's
Kawhi
just too
obviously
much
got it.
marketing politics going on, man. Way too
Let,
much.
let, let me ask you this. Kawhi Leonard obviously is not playing his Team New Balance, right? So for me, it's like, okay, he's Team New Balance. Why couldn't they just replace him with Darius Garland or someone that maybe or Zach Levine, someone that maybe New Balance could market?
Hmm. I don't think New Balance has enough real estate to dictate what goes on the team. I just don't think they have enough real estate. I think Skechers barely got in there.
But
I think
Skechers got bread.
yeah, they got money, but they don't have the real estate. They got Joel Embiid, and then it comes to like Julius Randle.
Yeah,
But
Julius Randle and I think Maxi too.
yeah, but that's not enough real estate. Nike's real
Yeah,
estate in that dream team is crazy. Stephen Curry gave them that real estate.
Under Armour.
Yeah, which is Under Armour. But without
Yeah,
Stephen Curry, Under Armour wouldn't have real estate.
because like the only New Balance athlete that's playing in the Olympics as of right now is Jamal Murray, and it's like Team Canada.
Yeah. But let me say this, it wouldn't shock me if these companies sometimes when they bid on these players, when they come straight into the league, it wouldn't shock me if they're like judging if the person will be talented enough to make the Olympic team based off of how much money they would give them. But I bet you they're calculating if they could be on that Olympic team.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I think that's why like Zach Levine gets a shoe deal. It's because like he's a good enough player to make the Olympics team. So I was like, why not just like try to gamble and see if he can actually make it for us?
Yeah, but Zach Levine is like a different level. I'm talking about like Adidas running to Anthony Edwards. They're like, oh shit,
Okay, okay, okay. I got
he's
you
up
now.
next. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about the real
Yeah,
world
yeah.
guys.
Like a new superstar, like
Yeah,
an upcoming superstar,
like
like
LeBron,
Puma
like
with
Nike.
Lamelo Ball.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
LeBron came into the league, Nike ran at him. Like
yeah,
we think they ran at him to advertise like in America. Like that's what most fans think. But Nike really ran at him because they understood like he's gonna go to like 5, 6 Olympics, and they're like that's our
yeah,
Super Bowl.
yeah. He's gonna be a lifetime. Their goal was to make him a lifetime athlete.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be shocked if Nike made all the money that they're gonna pay LeBron for that whole contract in just that one Olympics. If they made all that money back
Oh, one
and
hundred
some.
percent, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Team USA, they don't care about what goes on in the Olympics. Like for them, it's like how they're just trying to sell.
Yeah, they're just
It's
trying to
unfortunate,
sell.
man. As a fan, it's unfortunate, bro. But it's like, I guess that's just where basketball's headed towards. I think that's just where the sports world is headed towards.
Now, you know
Because
what
I
it
think,
is? It's just business. It's just there's too much business in Team USA. If South
yeah,
Sudan or any other country had the same type of availability to make that type of money, have players have those type of sponsorships, and then companies make millions and billions off of them for just that Olympics, they'll be doing the same thing. They would be doing the same
let me
thing.
let me ask you this: why can't we make it like the FIFA World Cup?
What do you mean?
Like FIFA World Cup is selling us, right? They're selling us shit, all kind of brands. Why can't we do that with like Team USA?
I don't. That's tough because the FIFA World Cup is only for one sport. That
Yeah.
the Team USA, the Olympic stuff is it's like it's so many different sports. There's
Well,
so
let me
many
ask you this:
fractured
what
audiences.
what about like the FIBA? What about the FIBA like the FIBA tournaments?
Yo, those are not respected that much. Not
Because
yet.
it's new.
Yeah, they're new, but they're not respected as much. But I think I would say if the NBA continues the way it is now, I would say like 20 years from now, like that shit is gonna be like a real tournament. Or you never know. It might take an incident in these Olympics where Team USA gets embarrassed or something
Yeah,
crazy or viral happens that everyone's pissed. Everyone, you know how Gilbert Arenas,
yeah,
was pissed. everyone gets mad on that type of level, and now we're taking the FIBA serious. We're taking
But did that
everything
happen
serious
before?
afterwards.
That has happened. I mean, dude, we lost to Canada, no?
Yeah, but everyone knows it was different. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
Germany, my bad. Yeah.
No, like I think a while ago, didn't with like Melo and LeBron and Allen Iverson, didn't they lose to like Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
You see,
And you
back
remember they
then,
lost to Argentina and the redemption team and all that marketing stuff that happened?
yeah, but it wasn't as bad because the league wasn't filled with internationals winning Finals
Yeah.
MVP, winning, winning the MVP season award every season, and then the draft wasn't, half the draft was in French. But now,
Yeah.
when you fast forward and you got all these things, everyone's like Gilbert Arenas. They're kind of sweating. They're like, yo, like, I thought this was our game. Like, who are all these motherfuckers?
Yeah, who is this new guy? Like, he
Yeah.
didn't learn the traditional way of basketball.
I'm
He
telling you,
started in the league early. Yeah.
USA getting smacked in these Olympics wouldn't be a bad thing because now you're gonna see how serious they take that shit going
Yeah,
forward.
it's ego. Like, at the end of the day, these guys have egos.
Yeah, but America has an ego. America is an ego.
Yeah,
like,
we as a country have an ego, but I'm talking like as an athlete, they have egos. Like every athlete has an ego.
yeah, but it's
Everybody
different. I feel like when it comes to the basketball, Americans think of basketball as our sport. That's us. We're the dream team.
Yeah.
That dream team, that shit has lasting effects. Most people see the way that they beat every team. That's how they think of like America in basketball. Like that's how we think of ourselves. So that's why Gilbert Arenas feels, a type of way that the South Sudan game was even close. Think about it. We won and everyone's kind of like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean?
Like how? Like why was this close?
Yeah,
like people wanted a 50-game blowout.
Yeah, those are the dream team after effects. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the after effect of the dream team. You still got that sweet taste in your mouth. You're just like, oh man, we just beat everyone up, and then, yeah, we got the gold medal, light work. But now it's not like that. Just looking at this overall game, because the game is different over there. It's a 40-minute game. The inside the arc is smaller. The basketball court is slightly smaller, not by much. But there's less possessions in these games, and we all know the superstars. Sometimes they like to James Harden shit. You know what I mean? They don't value the possessions as much. And then we don't have as much shooting. So, and then the referees, they don't do that bullshit where they're reffing the player.
Let me ask you this.
Wait, hold on.
This is a good point you're making. Okay.
Hold on, my bad. I just want to say, like, the ref is not reffing the superstar. They're not saying, oh, that's SGA. He's going into the lane. That's a foul. You know what I mean? They're not doing that. They're actually reffing the play over there in FIBA or in the Olympics. They're saying, oh, Anthony Davis, that's a foul. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to give Anthony Davis that call he's used to getting. Like, these are the differences in the game right now. And I'm wondering if the players have enough chemistry to kind of, run the ship a little bit tighter.
Okay, let's say a humiliation happens, right? Let's say Team USA loses and they're out of the Olympics. Do you think the NBA would pivot to make basketball or the NBA to be much more Olympic, like to make it much more closer to the Olympics? Because now at that point, right, America is humiliated. You have to make it somewhat competitive, and you have to kind of condition these guys to be used to like the Olympic whistle.
No, they don't need to change it because the NBA is a complete different product. The NBA, there's a reason why the NBA is the NBA. It doesn't look or feel like the European leagues. It's because they understand that just like the NFL, they got to tweak the product and make it good for TV. You see how the NFL, though, you can't hit the quarterbacks. There's a bunch of touchdowns, throwing the ball a long way. Yeah, the NFL understands, hey, the audience likes red zone. They like touchdowns. So we're going to tweak it for that to happen a lot more. The NBA does the same thing. Hey, the spacing, we're going to move the 3-point line back. There's more spacing. We want more more dunks. So we're going to do 3 second in the key, then you have to come out, which I don't think in the Olympics they have that. You know what I mean? So they change the defenses, what's allowed. They tailor the product to make sure you can see a LeBron dunk all the time, or whoever's the guy like Ja Morant. They give him more space to dance. They allow different type of screens. They don't call travel. They allow more movement. You see all these little things, they tweak it because the NBA, it's not regular basketball. it's an actual product. There's basketball and then there's the NBA. It's like two different things. I mean, it's under the same tree, under the same umbrella, but they're two different products.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when these guys, go play basketball on an international level with Team USA, they actually for the first time are put in the field of OG original basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the superstars, if they're really good, they're gonna make the adjustments. I know Michael Jordan, man, he's probably studying that shit, all the rules and everything over there. He probably how competitive he is. He's like, man, I'm the god. I'm gonna tweak my game just for these next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys,
I
they
mean,
probably
Kobe
think it's
did it.
light work, but it's really not.
No, it's hard, bro. Dude, anybody who can reach at that level is a competitor at one way or another.
True.
And basketball's a team sport, so if someone lacks what the opposing player has, they can draw up a play and get the buckets and get the stops.
But here's the thing, though, they're gonna have to draw up a play, right? But they're used to especially in today's NBA, the way that they made it today.
It's freestyle.
No, the spacing is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, this Team USA, they're going over there. The spacing is tight. The spacing is tighter. So it's not the same thing. The spacing
I mean, I
is
think
tighter.
that also plays into like the freestyle. I think modern day NBA has much more of a freestyle when it comes to like the playmaking and kind of players can do whatever with the ball. The coaching won't be as tight with that. Like with European ball, it's more about sets.
Yeah, well, inside the arc is gonna be smaller, and these guys get 5 fouls, they're out the game. It's not even 6. So it's and it's less possessions, and it's a 40-minute game. So, but you know what? I'm gonna play this audio. Tim Legler actually spoke about this Team USA and what they should expect and what he thought about the team.
Yeah, I just want, people need to always get back to this point. Whenever you see an international team coming from the United States, an NBA caliber team, these are different roles for these guys. Yes. Basketball doesn't work that way, where you have a team full of alphas, team full of guys that are used to doing really whatever they want offensively on every given night for their NBA team. Most basketball teams have a couple of guys at the top of the roster that fall into that category, and then everybody else sort of stays in a lane and they fill a specific role and they sacrifice parts of their game for the betterment of the team. That's a big time adjustment for all of these guys. You're talking about some guys that if their careers ended tomorrow, we know they're in the Hall of Fame. There's a bunch of other guys in this team that are probably going to end up there as well. And they're used to getting, on a bad night, 20 shots a game for the teams they play on. So I just think the way that we go about formulating these teams and just expect, because they've got more talent and these are household names, we can roll out a ball and they can just go. That's just not the case anymore. And I think basketball requires a rhythm and a sacrifice and a continuity that is very difficult to find in this amount of time. And that is why I think Team USA will be threatened on multiple nights in this tournament. It's not going to shock me to see them lose. We just mentioned some of the teams. Australia even could be a team because stylistically it's so different.
Yeah.
I like Shanae's point about Canada. There's no doubt that's the most talented team outside of Team USA. But the one thing that's interesting about that situation is they're going to play like it's an NBA game. And that also might make Team USA more comfortable.
True.
Because the style is going to be exactly what they see every night.
Right.
Some of these other international teams that have the top guys, right? The top of the food chain players, like a Victor Wembanyama, but then everybody else falling into a role. It looks more like what actual basketball looks like rather than a collection of all-stars. And that's why this is continuing to be a challenge for Team USA to just run through it.
I mean, Team USA is a bunch of chefs trying to cook a meal. With the NBA, it's like one guy. With the other teams, it's like, for example, Victor Wembanyama makes the ending dish. Someone makes the
appetizer.
The appetizer. Someone makes dessert. That's just how it is. And I think he's right.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Ledger, he's right. Because like right now, like you're looking at it down the stretch, every guy on that team wants to hit the shot. Why? And companies want them to hit the shot. Steph Curry hits a legendary three. Oof. Have him something say so charismatic. Under Armour can sell T-shirts and shoes off of it. Have Anthony Edwards say something funny. Adidas sell something off of it. LeBron or Kevin Durant does a big shot, have them say the GOAT is here, have them like both can say longevity, whatever, right? Team what 21 and team year 21 and Kevin Durant's what year 17, year 15. You
Mhm.
can have those kind of marketability with them.
You can. And good point by Tim Legler. He said the only time Team USA is going to run into the type of basketball that they know is when they face Team Canada, because all the NBA players that they got. So they're going to play in a
Yep.
similar style. But other than that, he even brought up my point. They're going to continue to play against teams in a original basketball format, which they got to build up the chemistry for that. Yeah.
100%, dude. I mean, dude, look at Team Canada, right? The biggest name there is like Jamal Murray, and you obviously like Kelly Oubre. So they're not
SGA,
big
Dylan Brooks.
SGA. Yeah, these guys are not outside of like SGA and like Jamal Murray. These guys aren't big names, right? But
They're
but
not.
these guys know how to play with each other. Like Kelly Olynyk has played basketball for a decade.
Yeah,
He
but
knows.
yeah,
how
but
to
at the
play
same
with,
time, these guys are going to be playing kind of in the NBA style. We cannot deny that. These guys are going to be playing in the NBA style. Team Canada still. But
Yeah.
but when they play against Australia or France or even Spain, these teams
Yeah.
play in the European original style. They play I can't even say it's a European style. It's the original basketball style. The NBA style is the outlier. They change basketball to make it more palatable on television. You know, to make the consumers view it more as entertaining. But that's not original basketball. What these guys are gonna go play with in these next upcoming days, that's original basketball. And it'll be interesting to see if the superstars how they adjust to it. Like it's a tricky dance, man, they gotta make. But I'm telling you, man, this is for the first time gonna be a slap. It's either gonna be a good thing or it's gonna be a slap in the face. Like, wow, after this, Team USA is gonna take every tournament, every FIBA, every qualifier. They're gonna take everything serious. It's not gonna be like last year sending, you know, Jalen Brunson and sort of the B team out there. They're gonna continuously send the A team to make a point.
Yeah. 100%, and I think that's the best for the sport overall, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be best for the sport, but again, there's a lot of politics with Team USA, sponsorships. You know, it's just the NBA is trying to market certain stars. They may want certain people in there because they're planning to make a guy a certain figurehead. It's a lot of politics with Team USA, man.